Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of the Radiant Girls. I am Valerie.
I'm Sarah. My bad.
Excuse you, ma'am.
I was going to say something, but I forgot that we introduced ourselves.
What were you going to say?
It's not just another episode.
It's a very special episode.
Yes. The most special. Today, we are celebrating.
Oh.
We're celebrating how awkward we are.
Yeah.
No, today we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
Yay! Yes.
We made it a year.
A whole year.
Thank you guys for sticking it out with us.
Yeah. It's been fun.
It has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We've grown. We've learned a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Not only about like how dark this world can be, but how much me and Valerie just really can't talk.
Yeah. Nothing new. A year has not fixed anything.
No.
You would think you'd get better as you do things, but not me.
I think we've gotten better.
Have I? I think I've probably just got a little better at editing.
You've gotten really good at editing.
I don't know if I'd say really good.
Well, yeah, they don't see quite what I hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they don't hear.
If you see me looking like a robot, it's because I edited like 10 sections.
Words are hard, y'all.
They really are. You dogs.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, we have a special episode today.
Mm-hmm.
We got some cupcakes.
Yes.
We'll be celebrating. We have shots we're going to be taking. Have y'all had these?
Have y'all had these?
These exotic
comments?
It's vodka. They're so good. They just taste like juice. Like if you get the big bottle.
Tutti frutti.
They're good.
What's the other flavor? Strawberry?
They have strawberry. I think they have like blue raspberry or something. And they have a few other flavors.
Well, I only tried the Tutti Frutti and the strawberry, and Tutti Frutti was by far the best.
Yeah.
I think even after, like, if I tried blue raspberry, I think Tutti Frutti would be. But they got balls.
Good. Yeah, they got the little balls. Do y'all remember back in the day, and like no one remembers this, back in the day, they had these drinks that had like these little balls in them, and I used to love them, and then they got rid of them, but no one remembers them. But I think they're called Orbits or something. I think I had to look it up. It's a real thing.
I think you said Orbeez for a while, and I was like Orbeez?
Oh, they're Orbits.
Orbits, like the gum? Orbit?
I think it might be spelled the same, but it had these freaking balls in it, and I would get it all the time, and then they did away with them.
I don't remember it.
It's a thing. I remember it.
Oh, yeah, Orbits.
See? Well, I'll put a picture for y'all crazy people that don't believe me. But yeah, we're celebrating with Am I the Asshole today.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun episode.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
We're one.
Thanks for being here and supporting us, you guys. We'll go more into detail later after the episode so we can get started on the episode.
Yeah. So without further ado,
I think it's time for
a shot.
Shot. March and June. Take shots.
Take shots.
Yeah, take shots with us. Oh, how did you open that? Okay, I got it.
Easily.
Mine felt hard.
Yours felt hard?
It felt hard.
Your balls felt hard or the shaft?
Oh
my God, I'm going to hell.
So an anatomy lesson.
So if you're safe, like somewhere home or where you can have a drink, take a shot with us.
Take a drink of whatever you got.
Yeah, take a shot of whatever you got.
Water, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. I'm sitting here trying to decide if I want to chase it with this or that.
Yeah, you know it tastes like juice.
I know,
but it tastes like juice.
It's very tart.
Yeah.
Very, very tart. So I just want to kind of... Oh, you sure do. Hey, can you hold this for a sec?
Yeah. I know, it has pointy bottoms. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah. It forces you to actually drink it all and not, like, waste it, you know?
You have to hold it.
Well, you got a lid, so I guess there's that.
True.
I'm not going to drink all of this in one gulp.
You know I can't.
But I'll try.
Happy 1 year.
Happy 1 year. Happy, Happy 1 year. Thank you, guys.
Happy anniversary.
Love y'all.
Happy anniversary. It's very tart.
Oh, I almost got all of it.
Dang, I barely got like a quarter.
Ooh, I don't like chasing it with that.
What is that?
The Pacific Cooler.
Ooh, it's so tart. It's giving me chills.
Like your cheeks pucker.
Yeah, but like it's giving me chills.
Oh my god, you do have goosebumps. That's weird. I've never had anything like that give me goosebumps.
I get goosebumps easily, so I'm like, my hair is gonna grow.
So I got mine down to here.
Oh dang, in the balls.
I stopped. Yeah, I stopped at the balls because I felt a couple get in my mouth, and I was like, "Wait, I'm scared. I don't want to swallow them."
Balls to the walls.
Balls. Because you know. Oh, that's funny.
My headphones. They're not coming out.
I don't know how I feel about them.
They're weird.
They're not like boba. That's
the
like
poppin' boba.
yeah,
These are more like chewy.
yeah.
Don't do that. I thought you were gonna spit them out.
No. I got liquid up here somehow. I don't know how. My drink spilled somehow.
I have one left.
I think it came out my straw. I have one left too, but
It won't come out.
Yeah, it's stuck. It ain't coming out.
Is it orange?
No, I think it's blue.
Oh, okay.
Ha! It's pink and purple.
Oh, you got two left?
I got two left. I was completely wrong.
You said I think it's blue. Shane and blue.
I mean, to be fair, purple and blue are kind of similar. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we for our little dinner we had Lunchables.
we did.
Pizza Lunchable. Girl, I mean, person. It was, you. It was banging.
It really did hit the spot.
It did.
Well, I told my boyfriend, this is the only reason I think why we got them, because I told my boyfriend, like, we were walking through Brookshire's and we were getting some stuff ready for today. And if you're not from here, I don't know if Brookshire's is everywhere. I think it's just a Texas thing, but Brookshire's is kind of like it's a grocery store. Not quite like Walmart. They don't have all that stuff. Anyways, we were walking through there and we were thinking about, like, what can we eat tonight? Because we usually eat before we record or something, or in the middle of recording. And I was like, I was talking about me telling him, if he ever thinks about me and wants to give me a snack, get me the nachos Lunchables. And then I think Val was like, well, we could do Lunchables. And then it, like, grew on me. This sounds really yum. And it was so yum.
It was yum.
We had pizzas.
I haven't had those in forever.
Yeah. Val had pepperoni, had cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. But they make them so small, our hands can't, like, get the cheese out.
It's fighting the cheese, man.
Yeah. I think I had one in May or something like that earlier this year when Maddox went to the zoo.
Okay, yeah.
I got a Lunchable.
I think I had the little cracker one recently. Kind of recently. Within the past 6 months.
Those are so good too.
Yeah.
I almost got that kind.
Yeah, that would be good too.
But the pizza ones. All right. So without further ado, I am going to read you guys a story. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for leaving my friend with a random guy?
Okay.
I'm just going to say yes. Like, just by that
Random
title.
guy sounds like a yes.
It sounds like a yes.
Mm-hmm.
I, a 22 male, was recently hanging out with a group of friends. One of these friends, Sarah, was a girl that likes me. I only like her as a friend. Anyway, we had a few drinks that night. At one point, I got thirsty and wanted to walk down the street to a store and get a soda. Sarah had way too much to drink by that point, but insisted she come with me. I told her I didn't want her to, but she came anyway. While walking there, she was slowing me down because she was walking really slow and stumbling. A 10-minute walk turned into 30 minutes. I was getting annoyed when a guy who was passing by noticed her stumbling and stopped to see if she was okay. I told him the situation, and he offered to stay with her while I went in to get my drink.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I knew it would be faster if I finished the walk alone, so I agreed and left her with him. When I got back, she seemed fine and we continued home.
Oh my God.
The next day, Sarah couldn't remember very much of what happened the night before, so I filled her in. When I told her the part about going to the store and leaving her with a stranger, she got really upset/mad and said she couldn't believe that I would leave her with a random man on the street and how anything could have happened to her and how she would never do something like that to me or anybody else. Mm-hmm. She told some of my other friends and they called me an asshole and said it was really messed up to do that to her. Yeah. The whole thing just seems blown out of proportion. No. She was fine and she was the one who stayed with him. I didn't force her to.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I know. That's about the part where I just was like, what?
Bitch.
I also didn't even want her to come with me in the first place, so why should I be responsible for her? All I wanted to do was get a drink and nothing happened to her anyways. Am I the asshole for leaving her with a stranger? And then edit. To everyone saying friend, she's not a friend, but more someone to have fun with occasionally, if you know what I mean. So that to me sounds like a fuck buddy? Or
probably.
Bang buddy?
How'd you block your face?
Because I said F and I didn't know if we could say that.
Oh.
Even though I'm pretty sure I've said it many times.
First of all, yes, you're the asshole. I don't care if you're a fuck buddy or not. You're with this person and they're drunk. How?
So, okay. Definitely, you're the fucking asshole.
Hell yes.
Because, number one, she's drunk. And with her insisting, like, I don't care, like, if somebody's insisting that they go with you on a walk and they're really drunk. If you don't want that person to go, find someone else to distract her while you leave. Or say, hey, like, I want to go for a walk and I really don't want her to come with me. I don't think it's a good idea. Like, leave her with somebody else that can be responsible. Surely she didn't come alone.
Where were they?
It didn't say where they were, just that they were hanging out.
I mean, and if it was, they were with friends.
Yeah, a group of friends.
Okay. Yeah. So I was like, if it was just you two, then yeah, you should bring her with you anyway.
Or leave her there safely, like, you know, if they're at his house or something like that.
Oh, yeah, if it was like his house, but like at a bar, I wouldn't want to leave her.
Well, no. I mean, but I don't think they were at a bar because he wanted to go get a soda.
Okay.
They have sodas at bars, you would think. So I think they're like at somebody's house.
Okay.
But like, I don't know.
No, you don't just leave her with a random stranger. For real, anything could have happened to her. And you don't even know if something maybe did happen to her.
Yeah, because she doesn't remember anything. Yeah. For all you know, she got robbed.
Robbed, touched, anything.
Yeah, like anything. She could have got date raped, you know? Like, or roofied.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. Like, thank God that person, that random stranger, literally was a good person and didn't, you know, just literally sit there with her. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. But you can't put that on, like him saying that she was fine. She was the one who stayed with him. I didn't force her to. She was completely intoxicated to the point where
she can't make decisions like that.
No way, especially if she can't remember what happened.
Yeah.
She was not coherent. She couldn't make that decision for herself. So you did force her in a way.
Yeah. I mean, what else was she going to do?
That's like if somebody passes out drunk and a guy or a girl has sex with that person, that's rape. Mm-hmm. That can be rape. Mm-hmm. That's not, even if they were like flirty that night or something like that, it wasn't consensual. Mm-hmm. This is the same thing.
And like, dudes prey on like seeing drunk women and seeing them stumbling, being like, "Oh, I'll take care of you." Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure you will.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't ever do that to your female friends,
especially if she was like
females.
More than like a friend that you know have fun with occasionally.
Like, what if you came back and she was gone? They were both gone.
So yeah, there's a comment I read. I want to read it to you. I gotta find it.
I would beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's so I would never do that to one of my friends. Like, learn what it's like to be a female out in the freaking wild at night, drunk, by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll see what you do. What'd they say?
I'm still trying to find it, but this one's saying you shouldn't leave an inebriated person who you claim is a friend with a random stranger. I get you didn't want her to come, but she's right. Anything could have happened to her, especially if she was that intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done if you came back and she wasn't there? Next time, make sure she doesn't come, no matter how dickish you may think that you're being.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
where's
sneak
the
out or
other
something.
one? Mm-hmm.
I would never friend with benefit you again.
Exactly.
Yeah. You lost that privilege.
Oh, where's it at?
Did it say how old they were?
22?
Oh, you don't have to-
I think he's a 22-year-old. It didn't say how old she is.
Yeah, you need to learn. Be more considerate. Damn.
Maybe this comment's like not here anymore because I swear it was here earlier.
Maybe I got deleted.
It was something about like, what if something did happen to her and then the guilt that you'd feel? Like right now, it's under the impression that he doesn't feel any guilt or remorse for what he did.
Yeah, because she was okay.
Because she was
Luckily.
okay. Yeah. Because he's like, nothing happened, so why?
That we know of, that she knows of anyway.
Right. So, like, if something were to have happened, you would have felt guilty and, like, could you live with that or something like that? And then somebody else commented on that and was like, how do you know he'd feel guilt? And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
I mean,
I think just
he'd
by
be like,
him
it wasn't
posting
my
on
fault
here.
she came.
Huh?
He'd be like, it wasn't my fault she came. I didn't make her come.
True.
He could be like that.
She stayed with him. I didn't tell her she had to stay with him. Oh, bitch. I don't know. I can't find that comment, but it was something along those lines. And it's like, this is just crazy. You're definitely the asshole.
Don't
never
make friends
ever. And somebody else was like, you could have called an Uber or a taxi and like have her sent home, arranged to get her home.
Anything would have been better than leaving her with a stranger. Or just deal with it since she was already there with you. Put your arm around her and like drag her along the way.
Yeah. I would have taken her in the store.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Mm-mm. That's crazy.
The decent thing to do would be to have coordinated with the friend group to either take care of her or arrange to get her home.
Yes.
Yep. 100% you're the asshole.
100%.
Anyways, that's that story. So, yeah, he's definitely the asshole there.
100%.
What do you guys think? Do you think that he's an asshole? Would you have ever done that? I mean, hopefully you'd say no. Hopefully our listeners would say no.
Hopefully. If not, y'all will now.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's... All right, yeah. So let us know in the comments down below what you think about that one. That's story number 1. So
Yeah.
Valerie's got a story for us.
So my story, I haven't read it, but I just read the title and I was like, we got to do this.
Okay.
So I don't know if you have it or not, but I seen it.
Okay. Well, I got like 5 pulled up, so
Damn.
in case it is mine, we'll to the next one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving when my friends got out a Ouija board?
For leaving my friends got out. When my friends got out?
A Ouija board. Mhm.
Oh, yes. Just kidding. Go ahead.
You don't have this one?
No.
Okay. My friends and I all recently spent the weekend together at our friend Amy's house. We're all 17 and seniors in high school. Most of the weekend was fun. Amy's parents gave us endless supply of unhealthy snacks and drinks and let us go wild on their farm property to burn it all off. Sounds like a good weekend.
It does.
Our school had a teacher workday on Monday, so we didn't have to go to school. Sunday night, Amy told us she found an old Ouija board in their storage barn and wanted to try it out.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, it does. Before anyone gets creeped out by the finding of the board, Amy's mom admitted that it had been her Ouija board as a teenager and she tossed it in a Rubbermaid 25 years ago and forgot about it. Dang. This Ouija board didn't just show up out of the blue. None of us are religious, but I am a firm believer in spiritual things, and I think Ouija boards are dangerous and bad. I really do believe that if you willingly invite spirits to speak and interact, that they will, and that the ones that do are bad. That they what? Did that sentence make sense?
Yeah.
that they will, and the ones that do are bad.
That makes sense.
If a spirit is good and at rest, why is it bothering the living world now? But that's my opinion, and others are free to believe what they want. I voiced my discomfort, and my friends all teased me for being a baby, called me a pussy, etc.
Oh, fudge.
I told them if they were going to insist on using the board that I was leaving. It was like 1 a.m., but when they started asking spirits to come out and talk, I grabbed my shit and drove home. It's been a few days and they're still teasing me, telling me nothing happened while they were using the board. Everything was fine. They put it away after a few minutes. They said I really spoiled the evening. Am I the asshole?
No.
Nah, I mean, you believe in what you believe in, you know? I mean, I was hesitant to play with one forever till Sarah. We still need to do it twice, maybe like 1.5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5. I don't know that like going home would have been the right move.
Yeah. Right move.
Especially if they said they put it away after just a few minutes.
Yeah. It probably wasn't fun after that.
I might would have, like, if that was me, which of course we all know it's not, but if that was me, I probably would have got my stuff and like gone inside and like waited maybe 10 minutes to see if they were really gonna like go through with it, like, because I feel like if one person doesn't want to do it at all, I'd feel bad. Like, I would feel bad for leaving that person out, especially if they're that uncomfortable. I would probably have made plans with the other friends to do it another time or something like that. That way that friend didn't feel excluded or left out or whatever, or uncomfortable. But like going home, I feel is a bit extreme, but I still don't think that she's an asshole for doing that. I think that that's what she believes in. That's how she feels. She felt betrayed by her friends, I'm sure. She felt, especially with them calling her names and stuff, that was wrong.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah, that's
like peer pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess going home wasn't too far of a stretch with being name called like that.
Yeah, I guess after that, I probably would too.
Yeah.
Well, okay, y'all get taken by demons, whatever.
But I probably wouldn't have hung out with them after that, like that severe of name calling for something that you believe in.
Yeah.
I don't feel that's right. As much as I love Ouija boards and like doing them and stuff like that.
You're not gonna force no one to do it.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, not the asshole.
I'll read a comment.
Okay.
Someone said, not the asshole. Both my sister and I were raised pagan, not Wiccan, pagan. We grew up around all sorts of stuff like this. Our house growing up and our own houses now have a strict no Ouija boards allowed rule. We also don't allow our kids to mess around with them and have explained why to them. There is absolutely nothing wrong with not wanting to be around them being used, using them, or even having them in your home. I briefly considered collecting antique ones. I was talked out of it rather quickly. So, yeah, just you don't force anything on people.
No, especially when it comes to like spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, anything like that. Or even political. You don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing, but especially that.
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Nope.
So, yeah, that was our story number 2. What do you think? Was she an asshole or not? Am I the asshole for telling my husband that I don't want to name our son after his mother and instead after a deceased classmate of mine from 17 years ago? Okay. She's a 28 female husband, who's a 32 male, Grayson, and I have been together for several years, and recently we joyfully discovered that I'm currently pregnant with our first child. When we figured out that our son was going to be a boy, I was ecstatic and couldn't see how anything could go wrong. But then, a few days ago, my husband and I were discussing names for our son. I had been planning on telling him that I was interested in naming our son Michael after an 11-year-old child that had unfortunately passed away due to drowning in my 5th grade class 17 years ago. Michael and I had been in the same homeroom together and sat next to each other in our assigned seats. And while not necessarily friends, he had grown in importance to me since his passing. Instead, though, Grayson told me that he wanted to name our son after his living mother, who's a 65 female, Catherine.
You want to name the son Catherine?
Okay. I haven't read past that part because it got me. The whole point of, like, the whole part of her saying that this person was, they were in 5th grade together. So, let's see. Of course, I questioned what name he had in mind, and he said Catherinus. Catherinus. Catherinus.
Where? Oh my God.
Cathrinus.
Catherinus.
Catherinus.
Hell to the no. Oh.
I was somewhat surprised and told him that I really didn't think that Catherinus would be an ideal name for our unborn son, so instead I suggested Michael. I also didn't want our son to be named after his mother, as she had always disliked me and invested in rather inappropriate behavior when I was around, such as treating me as a downgrade from Grayson, and even going as far to expect me to do everything for her. I didn't say that, though, to Grayson, as I didn't want to shame his mother in front of him. Grayson snapped, even after I explained that Michael was, in my eyes, the perfect name for our son. I even explained why, despite having already told him a few years back about my classmate. I told him that Catherinus could be our son's middle name, but he wouldn't have it. For him, it was first or nothing. So, am I the asshole for telling my husband that I didn't want to name our son Catherinus after his mother, Catherine, and instead after my deceased classmate, Michael, or am I in the right? Thank you. And there's an edit. Thank you so much, everyone. And I just want to clear up something that several people have been asking. When I say Michael and I weren't friends, I basically mean that we were good acquaintances. We would talk, and he would make me laugh around the time we sat together. One time, he even gave me the test answers to a practice test we had.
Yeah, Michael.
Thank you for all for asking. And then edit 2. No, I never began to even consider Catherine as. Don't worry, everyone. And there's a third edit.
Ooh.
What? I'm not connected. Did my internet go out?
Yep.
Now I got to experience my. Does this still record?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got to experience my internet outage that I have all the damn time firsthand. Let me see if there's an outage in my area.
Always.
There's a third edit, but I have no idea what it says. So it says that she has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I believe I could have been the asshole in the situation above because I know how much my husband loves his mother, opposed to I hardly having been friends with my deceased classmate.
I don't think that matters. If it means something to you, it means something to you, you know? I'm like, Catherinus? What the hell kind of name is that? I name your son after your mom.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit torn on this with her, like, being the asshole or not.
I don't think she is.
You don't?
No, I think, if anything, he could have the middle name, Catherinus. Like, do you want your kid to get made fun of? No, middle name then.
I would have suggested something completely different. Like, maybe still along the lines of her name or something.
I mean, compromise on just a completely different name.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gets their name. We just get a completely different name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's probably what I would have done. It's just, okay, we're doing something completely different. Neither one of us get to have what we want at this point.
Or
that's what I would have done.
He's already getting the last name. Why don't you just give me the first name?
That's true.
Yeah. You can even have the middle name. Just give me one. Just give me one thing. I'm having this child.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to find out what that third edit is.
I want to know what they named their baby.
Oh, yeah.
We can save that for the end.
3 days ago. So she's still pregnant.
Oh. Well, I want to know what she decided.
We just said, I don't even think Catherine would like that name.
Yeah, have you asked Catherine?
For real. High school teasing translation. Catheter in her anus. Catherinus. Yep. Wow, I feel for this poor child.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, do you want your kid to get made fun of? That's
Right.
simply what I'm asking, because it's going to happen.
How can you compete with naming after a dead person? You can find someone you knew who died. It's pretty blank. What? Normally, when you name your child after someone, especially someone who's passed, you had a close relationship with I've unfortunately lost a lot of people I went to school with, and it wouldn't cross my mind to name my kids after any of their names.
Well, it's obviously been on her mind for 17 years.
It said found the internet. That was cute.
Aww.
That's true, though. Yeah. Usually there's a connection. You're not honoring someone you didn't love and care for by naming your child after a classmate or close acquaintance. Curious if this was the OP's first experience with death or of someone she knew passing away, and it holds importance from that.
Yeah, because, I mean, she was a kid a long time ago.
17 years.
It was someone she sat by and knew. So that's probably affected her a lot.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have named someone after... Okay, so this is kind of weird, but I feel like I think I was in the same grade as this person whenever... Not somebody died, but... What'd she say? 5th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... I was in 5th grade with this girl, and, like, we were real, like, best friends. Best friends. But she moved after that. Or it could have been 5th grade. I remember it was specifically something about 5th grade. It might have been 3rd grade. But anyways, I was so upset when she moved because we were just close. Like, I didn't have many friends and stuff. And really, I think she was my only friend at that point. I would name my toys after her. You know, like that's that cute, and stuff. And I always thought, like, if I had a little girl, I want to name my little girl after her because she was my best friend. And this is before cell phones and stuff. Oh my God, I have to show you her because she is so pretty. I have her on Facebook. I actually found her on Facebook several years ago because I thought about her randomly. So I understand that, like, people can make an impression on you. I get that you can make a connection with somebody when you're that young, and, like, especially if they pass away, that'll definitely, like, have a mark on you for the rest of your life. But I kind of feel like I don't know about naming my kid after them like that. Maybe like a nickname. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's a name, but I would not go Catherinus.
Definitely wouldn't have gone Catherinus. That's for dang sure.
I'd rather go Michael. Definitely ask Catherine to see what she says about it.
But anyways, I definitely would. I would have that conversation. Like, we're not naming our kid Catherinus. I don't know. I would go neither way. Like, neither. If you can't both disagree on that, then pick something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what this says. This is what?
Who's Catherinus?
They're linking, like, is she like, this is how they, like, how he came up with Catherinus?
Maybe.
A Norwegian literary historian? I don't know.
But I hate it.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
I am a Catherine. It would gib smack my son if he even considered naming his son that.
I swear. I've been like, what? You're going to name your son after me? It's Catherinus? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Everybody's saying, like, everybody's the asshole. Like, everybody.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I can see that. Everyone.
Yeah. I feel like if I were to tell Vincent, like, hey, I want to name our son after, like, my 5th grade crush.
That's
like,
different.
I know, but still. Or somebody who passed away that, like, when I was a kid. Like, I don't know that he would go with that. Like, who was that person to me?
But she said she talked about him before to him. Yeah. It had to have a big impact on her. Like,
I know, but big enough to where you want to name your kid after him? Like,
I mean, it's not like he did anything bad.
Yeah, but, like, he just died.
He died on accident.
But, like, one day your kid's gonna ask you, like, how did you come up with my name? Oh, this kid I knew in 5th grade drowned once. Travel
No,
once.
you're not gonna say it like that. You're gonna say like, "Oh, this kid I was new in 5th grade, and I think about him all the time." I don't know. Nobody gets the name, okay? Nobody.
The OP said, I never expected him to automatically agree to Michael. I was just hoping that he would have the opportunity to hear a better name and then decide on something more usual, whatever it may have been.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't have to be Michael, don't do Catherine, do something else. What about his dad? What's his dad's name?
I don't know.
Is his dad in the picture?
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
It is a wild one. So I don't know that she's necessarily an asshole. I think the husband's an asshole for being like stubborn about Catherine's, like that being the first name. Because she even said, what if that's a middle name?
Yeah.
Like, I would compromise with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine if it was a middle name.
I wouldn't be fine with it, actually. Like,
no.
But I would compromise and say, I'll consider it. I don't know that I can name my kid Catherine's.
Hell no.
Anyways, but yeah. So that's that story.
All right, let me come at you with my second story. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend she has shallow friends and should be embarrassed before leaving her party?
I almost clicked that one. I was so close.
Did you read it?
No, I didn't read it.
Okay. So me, 27 male, and Annie, 27 female, have been best friends since junior high. We had different social circles, even though we tried to include each other. Annie was part of the popular crowd and has kept these same friends till today. I grew up severely overweight. I was heavy all through high school and college. I was lucky enough to have Annie as my friend, so I was always included in things. I was always the tag-along. Annie's friends mostly acted like I wasn't there. I'm still around her friends on a regular basis now. About 6 months ago, I made a lifestyle change. I was tired of being fat and getting turned down because of it. I now lost about 75 pounds and feel incredible. Annie has been my biggest supporter and was my gym buddy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good job. I haven't seen her friends since January, since I was in gym mode. But Annie decided to host a party at her new place. I was invited, but I didn't want to go. I explained to her how I didn't want to have a connection with people that knew me when I was fat. I wanted a clean slate, but she insisted, so I did come. So I posted a gym selfie, totally unlike me, and one of Annie's friends, Claire, slid into my DMs and said, "Wow, you look so different. Congrats. How did you do it?" I explained a few of my tips, and then she asked for my Snapchat. I sent the laughing emoji and never responded again. I show up to Annie's, and all of a sudden I felt like the new kid in school. All of her friends who never acknowledged me wanted to talk.
Do you want to talk?
I want to talk. It pissed me off. One said, "OP, I had no idea you knew so much about cooking. I said you would have if you took the time to get to know me the last decade," and walked off to meet Annie. As I'm talking to Annie, the friend that DM'd me walked up. She said how great I looked and asked why I never gave her my Snapchat. I said because I don't deal with shallow people, and she knew me for a decade and didn't want my snap. So that's why I laughed. She excused herself and Annie followed. I waited outside and Annie came back furious, saying she talked to her friends and they all felt embarrassed. I said they should be because they are shallow. Annie got all offended and said I'm being a dick. I said she is far too good of a person to have these type of friends and she should be embarrassed. She asked what I meant. I said she has shallow friends who treated her quote-unquote best friend like a ghost for a decade, but now I'm supposed to give them my attention? That she is a shitty friend to me to have kept these friends. I don't know what that means, but she started crying and said something about how I used to have the best personality, but now I'm being a dick. I said, maybe I am, but better than being part of a shallow friend group, and I left the party. Annie's sister, who I'm close with, called me today, saying that Annie is upset and felt she lost her best friend, but that I said some shitty stuff and I need to apologize. Am I the asshole?
No. I don't think so.
I'm kind of like back and forth on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm firm.
You're firm?
I'm firm. He's not the asshole.
Because, I mean, like, yes and no. For me, it's like yes and no. Like, I feel like he just went there for, like, with a, like, he knew he was going to go there with, like, a vengeance or something.
Mm.
I don't know if that's the word, but, like, he was, like, ready to start some shit or something.
With an agenda.
He went there with an agenda. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know that that's the case. I feel like maybe he went there prepared if that were the case. But, I mean, I get where he's coming from, though.
Yeah.
Like, literally after, especially if it's been 10 years
Yeah.
and like, oh, I get hot and now you want to talk to me?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be upset
I can feel
too.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely call him shallow as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm how he is. Like, I will be friends with you. I don't care what you look like or how much you weigh or, you know, anything like that. So long as our personalities click and you have a good personality, I will be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it is pretty shallow of them to ignore their friend's best friend for 10 years and then all of a sudden, oh, you get hot, let's slide into your DMs, I want your Snapchat. Like, no.
Yeah, that part's rude on their part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, even if he went there with an agenda, kudos.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I don't think he's an asshole.
I mean, I think he's just kind of like an asshole to Annie, like for the most part. But like, she might have deserved to hear that too. But I mean, those are her friends, though. I don't know.
But if he's her best friend,
they've all been friends since like middle school. Well, she's been friends with all of them since middle school. So like, that's her people, you know.
But if that's specifically her best friend,
did they say that was a best friend?
Like he said it.
Or maybe was it his best friend or her best friend?
Well, he said like towards the end, he said like supposedly your best friend, like they ghosted your supposed like best friend.
Oh, I did say that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that's him saying that. I don't know, but I don't know.
I mean,
it is rude of them to like. She was trying to include him, so I mean that was nice, but like.
But we are like, this is from his perspective. We don't really know if that's truly how this went down.
Yeah.
So what if they have interacted with him in the past, but he read it more as, you know, I mean,
some people with that personality, like you can't get through to because they're sticking to their ways or whatever. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I knew people like his type of people, like back in the day, were like, oh, the popular people, and like I knew people like that. Like you just couldn't like get through to them.
Mm-hmm.
And like the friend Claire, like what if she was trying to get to him because she didn't like hit on him. She just said, wow, you look so different, congrats, how'd you do it? And then like,
yeah, but then wanted to
for her Snapchat. Yeah, but like what if that was her like trying to get like through to him?
But why all of a sudden,
maybe
why didn't she try to get through to him whenever he
as
was?
an opportunity? Like, well, what if she tried before and then he was like popular?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know if these girls have tried to talk to him before and he shut them out because he's like, he feels not worthy because they are popular. And so they're just like, well, we tried and, you know, never visits it again.
I can see that being like in high school. Like maybe they didn't talk to him, but y'all are way past high school now. Like,
how old are they, did it say?
I don't even, they said decade, right? Oh, 20, they're 27. They're both 27.
Oh, yeah.
So
this
like,
is kind of some high school petty stuff.
Yeah, like y'all are way past that. Like they probably all got over it by now. Maybe, I don't know. But he's still holding on to that like grudge.
Animosity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I still don't think he's an asshole. I mean, he probably could have expressed himself better or his emotions and the way he's feeling and stuff, but I don't think he's an asshole per se.
He should have like maybe said something to her friends like in a maybe nice way, but maybe not like be like, Annie, your friends are shallow, you're shallow, you hang out with shallow people. I mean, those are friends, you know? If like,
yeah, but
if someone called y'all shallow, like I'd be like, bitch.
Because we're not.
But what if she thinks that they're not? What if she don't see that?
Then she should have defended them. But if they truly
She
were,
started crying.
I mean,
But like, what if his personality did change since he got skinny?
his personality?
Yeah, because she said that he used to have the best personality. So
What if he was always so submissive?
Yeah.
Because he was insecure. So it's okay, I think, if his personality changes, he feels more confident
Well, yeah,
about
probably
himself
will
and
change,
stuff.
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, he probably could have approached her better. I don't think he's an asshole for that. I think that if that was the way he's feeling and truly feels about them. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. If that's the way that he truly felt about them, then I think that he was completely right for it. Like, maybe he can apologize. I don't think he's an asshole per se. I think that's too strong of a word here. But I mean, he could apologize for hurting her feelings and, you know, explaining the situation a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Rather than calling them shallow, just saying, like, this is the way I feel after 10 years of, you know, being heavyset and being your best friend. Your friends wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. And then all of a sudden I lose all this weight and they're in my DMs and they're approaching me and stuff. It's like, that is a shallow, like, he should explain his point of view, saying like how that looks shallow to him, because like if I was really heavy set and lost all this weight, and like these guys that, you know, that I could have gotten in high school but didn't because I was heavy set or something like that, came in my DMs and hit me up like, oh, hey, you're hot now. Yeah, I'd call them shallow. Like, fuck you.
But did any of them say that, or are they like complimenting him, like, "Oh, you good job," like, and like, "Oh, P, I had no idea you knew so much about cooking." They're not like flirting with him. They're like making conversation. It seems like, I don't know. Like, maybe trying to get to know him.
But he has a point. If he's been around for the last 10 years, well, if you would have asked, you know, or gotten to know me a little bit over the last 10 years, you would have known that I liked cooking.
But we don't know that they haven't tried. Or maybe, like, he would make it weird, you know? Like, I don't know. If I get weird vibes from people, I'm not going to talk to them, you know? So maybe he just gives off those vibes and they saw this as an opportunity.
He was insecure?
I don't know. He's being
secure,
weird.
so
He's
they're more
got that.
open?
He's got that, like, high school mentality of, like, they're popular. They didn't want to talk to me.
I don't know. Do you feel like asshole though? Like,
no, yes, no. I'm back and forth on it. I don't know, because I don't know. I feel like it could have been handled better.
I think asshole's too strong of a word for me in this situation.
I feel like he was being a little bitch. Does that work better?
I don't think I'd call him a little bitch either. I don't know what the word is. I just feel like it's too strong. I think maybe...
I just think they were just trying to make conversation with the new you.
Overreacting.
They haven't seen you since, like, what, January, you said? Like, 6 months or something? I'm like...
I don't know. I still feel like it's weird. Like, if he's telling the truth, like, out of the blue, all of a sudden they want to have a conversation with him because he's lost all this weight. Like, that is kind of shallow.
But that could be them trying, though.
But why did they try before?
But what if they did, but he was weird? Like, weird about it.
But from if what he's saying's true, they never tried, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think overreacting is the word here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he overreacted.
Yeah. And I think he should apologize to her for talking to her the way he did.
Yeah.
Like, I think he should have approached it and expressed his feelings about, you know, like...
Yeah, because she supported him all the way.
Yeah.
It was his gym buddy. So.
Because she never left.
She didn't deserve that. Yeah. She's always been there. So she didn't deserve that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you think he was an asshole?
Yeah, let me read a comment. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what the comments say.
This first one says, "You're the asshole. Sorry you were fat and felt shat upon growing up. But in this scenario, you're 1, being rude as fuck. 2, acting smug and that's what it is. Smug. Acting smug and cool because you lost some weight, which I doubt younger you would approve of. Right? He's acting like a little popular kid. And most importantly, 3, doing a disservice to a person who's been a very good friend to you for much of your life, and essentially telling her it's okay for you to act like an asshole at her party because her friends People she presumably likes all suck. Sorry, mate. Good luck on your fitness journey, and I hope you can do as much to work on your interior as you are on your exterior. And the next comment said, but her friends do suck, and why is it rude to call her out? I'll call it out. He was asked a question and gave an answer. He didn't sound smug at all. He sounds like he grew the confidence to not feel like he was better tagging along with the in crowd than being outside of it. Props.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
With the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as someone who has lost a lot of weight, even more than OP, I notice a difference in how people treat me. It's upsetting, but I wouldn't be so callous to anyone like OP. Especially not at a supposed best friend's party. I would take note and not choose to spend time with him outside of that setting, but I wouldn't launch into such pretentious assholery. I also don't think I'm better than anyone because I'm thinner. OP really sucks. You're the asshole. You see how it's like back and forth.
Yeah. That's why I think overreacted is the proper word here, because I don't think he's fully the asshole.
Yeah.
But I think he might have overreacted.
This one sounds good. Part of getting to a better place in life is just letting go of all the anger in your heart for the people who treated you badly. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let the past go. Yeah. OP did act like a dick. Telling people your grudges at the first opportunity is just showing all your cards. Yes. People will see you as bitter. OP lost the respect of the shallows. But crucially, they lost the respect of their friend. I say this as someone who is bullied badly. Better to be icily polite and walk out with your head up high and people going, wow, they're kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, he went in with a chip on his shoulder and a bone to pick with other friends. He shouldn't have gone. He knew they were shallow to begin with.
An agenda.
See, agenda, yeah. That's what I was trying to say, yeah.
I could see that.
He felt ready. Mm-hmm. Armed.
But he did say he didn't want to go.
Yeah, I mean, he still didn't have to go.
Yeah, no, just like the others, well, kind of like that other story with
the girl?
Yeah,
no, girl, not the same.
No, not the same. Like, she didn't have to go if she didn't want to go. Like, but meaning that he shouldn't have taken her. Mm. So, like, he didn't have to go. Just like the other story, he shouldn't have taken her.
Yeah.
Time and a place. Yeah, I don't know. Overreacted. I don't think fully an asshole, but not the asshole.
Maybe everyone's an asshole.
Everybody sucks in this case.
Yeah, everybody sucks.
Yeah.
That was that one.
Okay. Let us know what you think down below.
Yeah, that one, because that one's back and forth. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm. That was very wishy-washy. Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got one last one. Because I was really torn. I had like 3 or 4 stories up, and I read both titles to Valerie, and we kind of want to hear both of them.
Yeah.
So here's my third story for you guys. Am I the asshole for making my 15-year-old daughter get a job to pay for our dog's vet bills?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes.
Let's see.
Okay. Because our dog's vet bills. If this said her dog's vet bills.
What does she do, though?
Okay. I have 3 daughters, Phoebe 19, Allie 18, and Janie 15. We also have a 2-year-old Chihuahua weenie dog mix, Pebble. We were in the middle of a heat wave 2 weeks ago with the temperatures hitting 107. Small dogs are more sensitive to heat, so we don't let them go to the backyard for long periods of time, and the deck is off limits because there's no shade on the deck. The problem is Pebble loves the deck because he can watch the cars, people walking on the trail behind our house, and he can see our neighbors' chickens. Pebbles. Janie, and keep in mind she's a 15-year-old, doesn't have a first period and doesn't leave for school until 10 a few days a week. Both Allie and Phoebe leave between 9 and 9:30, so it's Janie's responsibility to make sure Pebble is inside, the fans are on, and he has water. 2 weeks ago, in the worst of the heat wave, Pebble was crying at the deck door. Janie got annoyed and let him go on the deck. Then she left for school and forgot him out there on the deck. Allie came home a few hours later and started looking for Pebble. She found him passed out on the deck and called me sobbing. I left work early, took him to the emergency vet. They treated him for heat stroke. He had to stay at the vet for a few days, and Allie was inconsolable while he was gone. She was constantly crying, she wouldn't eat or leave her room, and she had a panic attack every time the phone rang because she was terrified that it was the vet telling us that Pebble was gone. Pebble made a full recovery, but now we have an expensive vet bill, and Allie still has extreme anxiety about losing Pebble. Janie's upset because Allie hasn't spoken to her since she forgot Pebble on the deck, and Phoebe rarely speaks to her and doesn't hang out with her anymore. Janie was upset about Pebble when he was in the vet, but now she's nonchalant about what happened because he's fine. My husband and I have been talking about what to do with Janie. We've decided on making her get a job to pay for Pebble's vet expensive, close to about $2,000 after insurance. Janie's very upset about it because she has to quit swim team to get a job, and she says that we're ruining her life over a mistake. Now I'm starting to wonder if I'm the asshole for making her quit swim team to get a job. Also, she can't get a job after swim season because soccer season starts right after swim season. Then after soccer season, she has softball and then summer training camps.
She sounds like a busy girl.
Yeah, she's 15. So the OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I might be the asshole because I'm making my daughter quit swim team to get a job to pay for our dog vet bills.
I don't know if I'd like make her get like a whole job, but maybe like how much of a bind are they in?
Right.
Like I don't know, maybe have her do something, maybe babysit or like do extra chores around the house, something, wash the cars, I don't know. Make her like pay for it in other ways, maybe. But yeah. I mean, if there's strapped for cash, I don't know. Maybe just get a job for like a month.
I mean, you think a 15-year-old can make $2,000 in a month?
Okay, you better work hard for them tips.
I mean, 15. What place is higher anywhere younger than 16?
Yeah, where does higher? I don't know. Yeah, she can't get a job. Yeah.
You want to hear my thoughts?
Yeah.
So I think she is an asshole for making her 15-year-old daughter get a job. So I do understand the angle here. Mm-hmm. They feel like there needs to be consequences because she did a careless, selfless act of leaving the dog out and knowing that they're going through this heat wave and the dog could possibly pass away with the heat stroke and stuff like that. It's very dangerous. I understand. But for one, she's 15. You should not be putting that type of responsibility on a 15-year-old.
To expect.
Period.
Yeah.
You should never have done that. The 19-year-old should have been the one. Like, I'm sorry, but the dog can be inside just a couple hours longer during the day. It's safer to just do that. Like, I think they said that the other girls leave between 9 and 9:30, and this one doesn't leave until 10. So it's literally an hour to 30 minutes to an hour longer that the dog would possibly have to be inside. So I would have made the 19-year-old be in charge of that period. Would never have put it on a 15-year-old because I remember how I was at 15. I didn't remember shit.
Still don't.
Still don't remember shit. But
That's
I am way more responsible, especially when it comes to my pets. Like 100% responsible there. So, number one, I think mom and dad made a mistake by putting that on her. I don't care if she leaves later. Shouldn't have done that. Number two, even if that was her responsibility and she made the mistake of like forgetting, well, she's a 15-year-old. What if she was running late? Like, what if she did not leave at 10 o'clock and she was running late and, you know, it slipped her mind? I think that there could be a chance for a punishment here, but I would definitely have gone more the route that you said, like made her do like all their chores, like all three girls' chores for the next month or until the vet bill's paid off.
Yeah, like work it off, but like not as an actual job so she can still do her swim crap.
Yeah, because I don't think it's fair to have her quit that. type of extracurricular activities at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. If she was failing school, like failing her classes, stuff like that, then that's where I would start taking those extracurricular activities and you know, like you can't do them anymore until you get your grades up. But this goes beyond school. This is, somebody in here said, that's a family member. Like, you're not the asshole. Like, I get it. Trust me, my dogs are family too. But
dude, I've told you how many times we accidentally locked Khaleesi in the garage.
yeah, that's terrifying. Like, Shadow, I lock him. I mean, it's not anywhere that he could pass away, like, unless I just gone for 2 weeks or something like that. But I lock him in my bedroom all the time.
Yeah, they get sneaky,
They
man.
get very
they
sneaky.
get quiet. Like, you don't know. You just forget.
Yeah. I just...
Like, maybe she should be punished, but not in, like, such a severe way.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think that...
But you did put a lot of responsibility on her for taking care of another life at 15 years old.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big responsibility. Now, if this would have been her dog, yeah, I probably would have made her pay for it. But, like,
it's a family
number
dog.
one... Huh?
So it's a family dog.
It's a family dog. But if this was her dog, like, number one, do you get allowances? Even if it wasn't her dog, if it was a family, like, take her allowance away. You know, put that towards it. Like, I get wanting to teach her that financial responsibility of, like, hey, you know, this is... But what if the dog did die? Then what?
Yeah.
You still gonna make her pay for the vet bills? And then what? You know, like, she's gonna have to deal with the trauma of, oh my God, I killed my family's dog. And I have to pay for the vet bill? No, that's just too much.
She made me quit swim team.
I'm trying to see about the comments. A lot of these are saying that she's not the asshole.
I'll read some of those.
She knew the routine and knew better than to let the dog out onto the deck in the first place. It doesn't matter how annoying he was. You do not gamble your dog's safety for some peace. I don't understand all the people saying it was a mistake. She learned from it. The mistake nearly killed an innocent life. Glad the dog turned out okay, but that's one hell of a mistake.
Yeah, but like...
The worst part is that she doesn't even feel bad about it now. She's 15! Like, come on. She's probably worried about boys or girls. And, you know, like...
She's probably pissed at herself that she...
I mean...
left the dog out, and now she gotta pay the bills and stuff, and now she gotta quit swim team. She's probably pissed. That's what she's feeling, is anger.
Yeah. This was like, if I hadn't made a mistake and learned from it, no one would have had to ask me twice to pay for it. The sacrifice she's having to make is a lesson. Like, of school, like sacrifice of the swim team and stuff like that.
Is it a sacrifice if you're forced to do it? I think it's too severe.
I think so. A lot. Man, I can't find one that doesn't say.
Dude, I've had fish that I killed because, like, I didn't take care of them. Like,
I've killed plenty of goldfish and hamsters and
a hamster
turtles
too,
and all that stuff. There's this really, oh my God, there's this really long one. Okay, towards the end of this, I glanced and I agree with that. So I'm wondering if this is going to be more on our side. But it's really long. Oh, that is kind of long. Okay. I gave it a lot of thought, read your responses to others, and here's my judgment. Everyone sucks here, and here's why. Janie was the 15-year-old, was clearly upset over Pebble's time in the vet. No doubt she already feels guilty and was traumatized by her mistake. Her sisters are being super nasty about it. That's true. Making things worse, and on top of that, you want to make her take an action that would adversely affect her academically. That's my thought. I mean, I know it's extracurricular type stuff, but still, what if she's the next gold medalist or still is gold the best? Olympic. What if she's the next Olympic medalist?
Winner.
Whatever. For swimming or softball or soccer, you know. And yes, sports are a part of academics. Athletes are required to keep up a certain GPA. That's, at both the high school and college levels. Without sports, many young athletes will actually give up on keeping their grades up. That's so true. So true.
Even for cheerleading, you need good grades.
Yeah. I had to sit out like 3 or 4 games in 7th grade cheerleading because I was failing some classes. I had to get my grades back up. And that kept me going.
I was supposed to be one of those people that like ran the parade car, like when they choose you to ride in the car for the like a certain activity or curricular. Y'all didn't do that? Homecoming? Anyway. I got nominated for that, but I couldn't do it because my grades.
Damn.
And I was only riding in a freaking car in a parade.
Damn. Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah, you gotta keep your grades up.
You admit that two of her sports, You admit that two of her sports, soccer and softball, are potential scholarship material. Well, a job that keeps her from performing in sports for even one academic year can destroy those chances. That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
It can even be what keeps her from being accepted if it comes down to a choice between her and someone who missed no time in their chosen sports. Time also matters for things like starting position, etc. Didn't even think of it that way, but that's so true.
Yeah.
Further, at 15, her job options and hours are super limited. It will 100% take her several months, especially since in most states, employees under 16 don't even have to be paid minimum wage. They can be paid less. I don't know about where you live, but in my state, minimum wage is $10.30 an hour. Do you remember how much minimum wage was when we were 16?
Was it like 8 something?
It was less than that.
Was it? 7?
It was like $5.40.
Damn.
Yeah. I remember.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I want to say by the time I was 18, they raised it to $7.25.
God.
And then they made that rule at Sonic where if you were a car hop, because you get tips, you got paid like $5 something. It was less than the original minimum wage.
Yeah. I
and waitresses got paid like $2 something an hour because of the tips. It was like, because I waitressed for a little bit and I was like, oh, I still never got that check. I only worked one day, but still.
Oh my God.
But anyway, so $10.30 an hour minimum wage? Golly.
Right.
This is crazy to me.
She'll be working the rest of her life to pay off that $2,000.
For real. So at 15, Janie would not be allowed more than 3 hours a day during the school year and no more than 5 days per week. So that's $150 a week before taxes. After taxes, it's about $130 a week. Where do you live? But I guess for that little bit. So it would take her close to 4 months to pay the vet bill, and that's if your local minimum wage is at least that high. And if you take all of it and not let her have any of it. It will take, if it's a federal minimum, it will take her more like 5 months minimum. So you'll be taking months out of her life. Now that I'm done with that explanation, let's move on to JD. She 100% knew what her responsibility was. She failed to follow through, and it resulted in Pebble almost dying. You almost lost a family member over her failure. Assuming you've already had to pay off the bill, most vets won't do payment options, and most e-vets require payment up front. Janie needs to have a punishment that is appropriate so that she learns from her mistake. So ground her. No hanging out with friends. If she gets an allowance, don't give her allowance until the bill's paid off. I said that. If she wants to pay it off faster, then she can do yard work, shovel some snow come winter, run errands, babysit, etc. in her free time. Make her do the research again, and this time make sure she actually understands it fully. 100% agree.
Yes.
That's like the best. Like everybody's like starring this, and I don't know anything about Reddit, what these mean. Starry Award or some shit. I don't know. But that's so true. That's definitely what I would do. Ground her until she fully understands and comprehends the concept, of like what happens when a dog has a heat stroke, and make her do extra chores until the vet bill is paid off. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a perfect comment.
Yep, 100%. Sums it up. What do you think? Is the mom an asshole? What would you have done?
Yeah, because that one's kind of back and forth too, huh?
A lot of comments are for the mom, though.
Yeah, so it's back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you are an asshole for making her get a job.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, this one's good. She should have to volunteer her weekends at a shelter.
That'd be good, too.
That would be good.
Or, like, a pet place. They have a pet shelter.
But,
I was thinking a person shelter.
No, like
I don't know why.
Like the SPCA
human shelter.
Like a homeless shelter
Yeah,
or something?
homeless shelter.
What?
It just said shelter.
What would that teach her?
I don't know, so I said she should go to a pet shelter.
Oh my gosh.
People need to be specific, okay?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oops.
You are something else.
Today I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off today.
It's this retrograde.
It is.
But anyways, yeah, I had to add that little extra story in there for you guys. So let us know if you think the mom is an asshole or is she not.
Mm-hmm. Are any of these people? What do you think? Yes, no, maybe so. Everyone.
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 Yeah. I don't know. Let us know. We're not gonna do what? We're not gonna do a question. Actually, I take that back. We are gonna do a question. My question is, Valerie doesn't have to answer this because we already know her answer. We already know my answer. So this is specifically for you guys. Have you ever heard of Orbitz, the drink that Val was referring to earlier? And we'll post the picture up again in case you forgot. It's the drink Orbitz by Clearly Canadian, circa 1997. They had the little bubbles in the drink.
Little balls.
I never heard of it.
Balls in them.
Balls, not bubbles.
Little balls.
Yeah, Val was drinking balls even
I'm telling you, started young.
even at a young age. But yeah, have you ever had Orbitz? Have you
balls,
drank it? And was it good? I've never heard of it.
I don't remember if it was good, but I loved it, so
It had to be, right?
It had to be.
Yeah.
Then they were no longer there.
Also, who else misses 3D Doritos?
No, girl, because the new ones suck.
Who misses them? Like the old ones.
That is true. And
And
little
they came
container.
in. Yes.
Those were the best.
Oh, I missed those.
Mhm.
Oh, they were so good. Yeah. Anyways, that's our stories for today. It's our 1-year anniversary. Let's light a cupcake.
Let's do it. And while we do that,
Look how cute these are.
Sweet. It's so cute. Red velvet. They didn't have nothing else.
Yeah, but it's good. I get the little wine.
Yeah.
I need to take a picture before we... I guess I could take a picture while it's lit.
Yes. So, everybody, thank you guys for being here with us till this day and sticking it out with us and growing with us because we're still learning and we're all learning everything together. And I just want to give a shout out to... I'll give a shout out to Chris for creating our intro. Thank you for doing that. It's been here the whole time.
It's lovely.
It's stuck
Our
around.
Radium girls
We
look
love
glitchy.
I want to give a shout out to Jamie. Thank you for being our audio engineer. You're the greatest, for making us sound really good on these little cheap mics.
We'll upgrade one day, and if anybody
One
wants
day.
to sponsor us, we're
Yeah.
open. We're open to sponsors or donations.
Yeah,
for
donations.
donations for
Yeah.
new microphones.
Make his job easier.
Yes. We would love to upgrade one day. We're working on, getting our subscribers up there. So thank you for continuing to subscribe and share with all your friends. Yeah, we're really excited to be here and continue bringing you awesome stories and stuff.
Yes, we have so much planned this year. So many fun things. We are going to have fun, you guys. We even have something coming out in a couple of weeks that might be a little surprise.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I think I've been talking about this and I keep forgetting that it's like not coming out yet.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited. Oh, that sparked way far. I want to shout out to my mom. I feel like she's like our
number one
biggest
fan.
I love it. I mean,
We love you.
yes, we love you, but thank you so much. I'm pretty sure she hasn't missed an episode like at all. Even if she missed it for that week, she catches up that next week. But shout out to my mom for, always being there. And
Yes, our friends and family.
everybody, even Essence. I want to say Essence hasn't missed an episode either.
I don't know, but
Oh, wow.
thanks, friends and family, for listening. Y'all are the greatest.
Yes. And thank you to those who don't know us but continue to stick it out because we are quite strange people.
We cover weird stuff, you know?
Happy anniversary to us. Wait, I'm going to take a
This needs to be an
selfie.
anniversary song. Oh, good idea.
Oops, I dropped my phone.
Me too. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
1 year, guys.
We made it 1 year. Okay,
It's
did we load out?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Too many more.
Did you do that with one blow?
I have no idea.
It didn't look like you did it with one blow. Val, you could blow better than that.
I wasn't paying attention to my blowing skills.
Oh, how funny.
Yay!
Happy anniversary.
Spare fingers. I
Celebrate.
watched Bring It On this weekend.
Huh?
I watched Bring It On. I was like, spare fingers.
Did you?
Yeah.
I almost watched it last week, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
We were talking about my niece being like a cheerleader, and I was like, watch Bring It On.
Yes. I love Bring It On. Just don't watch the one with
No, we just watched the first one because that one's the best.
okay. Second one's okay. But yeah, the first one's the best.
First one's definitely the best.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Shout out to everybody, all of our supporters, everything.
Yes, thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Keep doing it. You can leave us a rating if you want on your podcast site.
Mm-hmm.
And you can leave us a comment if you want to say something.
Yeah.
You can
Don't
email
forget
us.
we have an Instagram,
Yes,
the Radium Girls,
Instagram.
the Radium Girls podcast.
Yeah.
On Instagram, and you'll see like behind the scenes photos. We're considering making a TikTok.
Follow us there too when we can get it.
Yeah. I'm not very good at TikTok.
I don't even know how to work it.
Like, I'm really good at scrolling TikTok, but all my videos are very basic on like my own personal one.
I like your slow.
But I'll figure it out for you guys. So if you are
We need a
on
social
TikTok,
media person.
Be looking out for our TikTok, huh?
So we need a social media person.
We do. If anybody wants to volunteer to be our social media person, please let us know in the comments. You can also directly message us through Facebook, through Instagram, email us, radiumgirlspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know if you want to be our social media person. Cause,
Pay you in hugs.
huh? Pay you in hugs.
What is it? Oh, an internship. It's your own internship. Put it on your college resume.
Yeah.
I'll write you a good. She'll write you a good letter. A letter of recommendation.
I'm very good at that. Very, very good at that. Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's.
Are you gonna look at the camera when you talk, or just
No,
keep
I'm just
looking
gonna
at
look
yourself?
myself.
Yeah, make sure you look cute.
Yeah, girl.
How funny. All right. Well, happy 1 year to us and you guys for sticking it out, and we will see you guys next time. As always, stay curious.